welcome you here in this short introduction video to the AlterContacts Academy. So, as Alejandro said, my name is Yulia Skupchenko. I'm one of the co-founders. And let's start from the beginning. AlterContacts is a global think tank for sustainable development. Lockdown Economy, that's a social educational initiative where we invited entrepreneurs from various parts of the world to tell us how they went through the lockdown. How did it affect their business? How did it affect their life, their markets, and their future?
Students were very, very confident after this project because they experienced the work with another person in the other side of the world. And they were partners in solving a challenge. And sometimes it was difficult. It was very difficult. The language barrier, the cultural immersion. What do you sell? Do you sell clothes from India? What am I supposed to do with this? How do I approach the consumers? How do I approach to the different embassies? How do I work with you in your world? And students were very curious about that, but they were very confident after they finished the project.
I'm really happy with the results. I mean, I really learned a lot of things because, okay, you learn in a classroom, you learn with research projects, you learn with case studies, but when you're given a project that is already happening, that it's on the go, it's totally different. You have to work faster, you have to be more efficient, and you have to communicate everything that's on your mind in the best way possible. So I'm really happy with it. I think it has been something rewarding for me. And I'm an architect, and maybe people will think that this is not related to architecture, but all the things that I've learned here, I know I can apply them to my own business. So it's a win-win for everyone.
I think many students should do this program because how much can learn from a real business.
That there is this opportunity for entrepreneurs to do. And I think that AlterContacts can give that to entrepreneurs, you know. It's just that they need to know that AlterContacts exists and that it can give them this new idea on how to understand their business and how to overcome their problems.
From a think tank point of view, it's a huge achievement because we are doing something that is really spot on what was the idea behind creating a think tank, which is not a consultancy, which is not a renting the experts out, you know, it's not what anybody is thinking about. It is about helping humanity think better. Yeah, you create this think tank on demand. You connect people with different knowledge, different experiences. You facilitate the conversation, and in this case the conversation was facilitated thanks to mixing the experts with the students of the MBA.
My project was not the only thing that they have to do during a day, no, because they are employees and working on other things. So considering that, and also considering that they did not have experience of management or consultancy issues, the result they created was for me amazing. And I am totally committed with them to practice all the recommendations that they did. It is a super cool tool for them to put in practice all the concepts that they learned during this year. So as soon as we are aware of what lockdown economy means, people will be more prepared in order to face that. And I think these kind of initiatives helps students, consultants, and the world to change their minds and also be open to new opportunities.
I think it's a brilliant opportunity for people to collaborate at different points in their professional world, to work with people who are like a generation below me or 2 generations below me who've got a completely different perspective. Like they're way more savvy on social media stuff. They have a different finger on the pulse. It's good for me to be humble and shut up and listen to what they have to say. They can learn from me. I think we can learn from each other if we're all open, you know, and I think it creates this lovely opportunity to collaborate, to work across different cultures, to work across different time zones. And that's great training for everybody because that's the way the world is going. So I think there's so many positives to doing this.
It was very important to me as an entrepreneur, even with the ideas they came up, it set me thinking, it provoked a thought. Because the way they threw a few words, I'm starting to think, yes, maybe I should also think along these lines. That is from a business perspective, and from a mentorship perspective, I think it was a very, very enriching experience.
If you show yourself well remotely and for free, and people see your enthusiasm, hard work, then you might get to the point that they actually want to make an effort to get you where they are. And these projects that we were offering them, that every single one of the 5 projects we were working on these 3 weeks deserve that kind of attention and that kind of passion. The fact that we could collaborate with the university, with the real MBA students, get real experts from our think tank to get advice on their businesses, which they need anyway, even their experts. It was brilliant.
Your ideas need to be translated into a different language for someone else who has a different background, a different culture. So that is going to be a great experience for you. It's going to be something immersive. It's going to be something challenging at some point, but it's going to be something rewarding at the end. So I encourage you to be flexible, to be open-minded, to be very strategic, to be very clear, to be very formal, because that's how businesses are made. So please just have some courage and just do this project, do this challenge, the Lockdown Economy Challenge.